He made mistakes in his life, and he's adult enough to recognize them. And he's a transformed man, as you will see, in what he's been able to do, what he's going to do.
Nobody's perfect, and a lot of us grow up in imperfect situations, as myself, and our lives continue to be imperfect. But there are no excuses, and President Obama didn't make excuses. You know, Governor Patterson over there in New York, who was a blind man and the first African-American governor, didn't make excuses. Professor Ogletree, whose grandparents used to pick cotton, didn't make excuses, and I make no excuses. You know, I hold myself accountable for the mistakes I've made in my life, but that's not the end of me or anyone. You make mistakes, and the point is to transform those mistakes, and that's what I've been trying to do. So if I could come here, or I go to that juvenile home and inspire one of those kids, not to be a gangbanger, not to be a criminal activist, but a community activist, that's what I'm here to do.
The United States is important, but the reality is that if you look at the major artists, particularly from this genre, their impact is worldwide, not just within the United States. That's number one. And in fact, the response to his release has been reported not just the United States. People think that there's believes the United States. There is Europe, there is Asia, there is South America. And it's amazing how the culture of what he's talked about is translated.
There was no conversion to Judaism. This is a hereditary thing. You know, it's in my ancestral background. As you know, many Africans throughout, you know, Central Africa, East Africa, come to Belize. You have Stan Creek, Malante, you have all the Africans there. You know, so this is not a conversion, but nonetheless, you know, in life, you are what you are, and this is who I am. You know, I don't want to be like Michael Jordan. I want to be like Moses, or King David, or King Solomon. Those are the guys that I aspired to be like. You know, I didn't want to be like the kingpin on my block. I wanted to be like the guy that parted the seas. That's why I took that name. I make music about life, and you know, one of the greatest musicians is Bob Marley. And he, you know, there was nothing misogynistic about his music. There was, you know, but his music, he talked about some harsh reality sometimes. And then his record company was Tough Gang. He was tough, but that's who I would like to be like. I would like to, you know, be able to make that type of contribution, that type of Marvin Gaye contribution. You dig? But at the same time, you know, we curse. At the same time, you know, life is violent, life is troublesome sometimes. So don't expect my music to be sanitized.
Public appearance at his old stomping ground, and at least for now, he will remain in Belize. News 5's Cesar Sanchez was at the school when the rapper addressed the students.
Shyne, his uncle Michael Finnegan, and the rapper's lead attorney Charles Ogletree Jr. visited Wesley College this morning.
This young man was your student too.
I get a hug. I'm a Wesley College alumni.
93. He was here.
Yeah, you don't remember I went there? Stop it.
The musician did not rap or rhyme, but his message on the need for education reached the entire student body.
I came up on the streets, you know, guys that, you know, gang banging and into criminal activity, and those tools never work. Those tools, you either end up spending the rest of your life in prison or sleeping in a grave for the rest of your life. But with the tools that you're getting here, as far as education is concerned, that's the ultimate tool. And with that tool, you can transcend any situation and transform any situation. Because I'm just like you. You dig? I grew up on Carousel Street. You know, when I was coming up, we didn't even have toilets. You dig? But one of the things my Uncle Finnegan and my father, Prime Minister Barrow, implored upon me was an education. And I didn't really get that. I was like, yeah, all right, education, whatever. But as I came up, my music, being Shyne, being able to go from Carousel Street to United States and sell millions of records, the only way I was able to do that is because I used to be at my Uncle Dennis's house, and I used to be in the corner reading the dictionary. You dig? I was very into my English. I would fail all my other classes, but when it came to English, you know, I would pay attention. And if it wasn't for that, I would have never sold any records. You know, I wouldn't be able to call Jay-Z on my iPhone and I wouldn't be able to live the life that I live.
Professor Charles Ogletree was a mentor to U.S. President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama while they were his students at Harvard. Ogletree, an author that has written extensively about the African diaspora, is also Shyne's mentor.
The only way our relationship was able to endure was because he grew fond of me, because I used to write my own motions and send them to him. I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't go to school, if I didn't graduate high school, if I didn't spend a semester in college. I wouldn't be able to have this man as my mentor, because I can't impress him. I can't say, yo, you know, Lil Wayne is my homeboy, professor, so can I roll with you? He's like, well, you know, I got President Obama on my speed dial, so, you know, like, but character and integrity and education, these are things that are invaluable.
Well, I'm honored to represent Moses Levi, who you know as Shyne, because he has come from this very school, taught by these same teachers, motivated by the same principal here when he was here in 1993. He stumbled up and down, and you know what? Look at him now. Now he can call anybody in the world because education made it important. And Shyne's not my first client. Tupac Shakur was one of my clients as well. And these are young people who all thought education was important, but they also realized that giving back was important as well. Can the young people of Belize, the young people of Wesley College, make a difference in Belize and the world? The answer is yes, we can.
The dream of Martin Luther King Jr. became a reality with Barack Obama, and the youth of Belize hope that their dreams can also be realized with Shyne. Reporting for News 5, Jose Sanchez.
If you're looking for that exclusive, hot, fresh out the booth music from your favorite artists, the latest, most buzzing, crazy entertainment news that keeps your face glued to the screen, and the sexiest exotic women that you'll find all on one site, then visit hiphopsheartbeat.com. The Day of the Born website is old.